was Thomas and Percy's day off from their normal duties, and they were going to visit the new Spiral Tower racetracks to race their mini-me's. That means the smaller versions of themselves which they were towing behind them. When they got to the new tracks, they unloaded their mini-me's. "I'll race you down," said Percy. The mini-me's got into position at the top of the spirals and off they went. "I won," said Percy. "No, you didn't," said Thomas. "I did." Well, the replay showed that Thomas just won, but I think he started first. It didn't really matter because they had a good time and kept racing. Then they heard another engine approaching. It was Diesel. He too had a day off and had brought his mini-me to race. "Okay, Steamies," said Diesel. "I'll show you how to race." And he unloaded his mini-me. They all got into position and were off. Oh dear. Diesel's mini-me wasn't very good, and Thomas and Percy beat him easily. Diesel practiced a bit more. "Why don't we stack the tracks on top of each other?" said Percy. "Brilliant idea," said Thomas, and they did. "Wow! We can't race each other now, but this is going to be so much fun," said Percy. Thomas went first. Then Percy. Then Diesel. Then they all went together. They had so much fun they wanted to fetch their friends. They left their mini-me's at the track and departed. Word spread about the fun track and others arrived. And by the time the engines were back, there were lots of characters wanting to join in the fun. Diesel was the last one to arrive with Diesel 10's mini-me. They all took it in turns to come down the spiral track. It wasn't a race, but who do you think was the fastest? And who was your favourite? Let us know in the comments. You can also tell us who else you'd like to see racing.
Thomas was in a good mood. Sir Topham Hatt had asked for him to deliver some very special cargo. Some workers had found some long-lost treasure in a cave. "I need you to deliver this treasure to the museum, Thomas," said Sir Topham Hatt. "No problem," he replied, and he reversed the truck into place and watched the workers load the treasure. Unfortunately, someone else had their eye on the treasure. Tom Moss, the prank engine. Tom Moss rushed over and ran away with the treasure. The workers were devastated. "Go get him, Thomas," one of them said. So a furious Thomas steamed off in pursuit of Tom. Tom headed towards Islesborough Dock to load the treasure onto a skiff so he could escape with it. But Thomas was catching up quickly. So once the treasure was loaded, Tom ran away, leaving the truck behind. In his haste, Thomas got himself stuck in the shallow water. Despite being covered in seaweed, Thomas went for the treasure. As he reached the top, Skiff started heading down the ramp towards the water. But when he reached the water, he hit a huge wave, launching the treasure high into the air. Luckily, it landed straight into the truck. "Oh bother," said Skiff. "Nice try," said Thomas, "but I'm going to take the treasure to the museum where it belongs." And off he went. "Well done, Thomas," said Sir Topham Hatt. "You did really well." Nearby, Tom Moss retreated back into the woods, but I don't think that's the last we've seen of him. I'm Dave, and thank you for watching my story, which featured the new Trackmaster Treasure Chase set from Fisher-Price. It works by loading the treasure onto Skiff, and when the seaweed-covered Thomas passes, Skiff gets released and rolls down the ramp. When he hits the water, the spring-loaded treasure launches up into the air, and when Thomas runs over the water, he stops and splashes around until the barrel is pressed down to release him.
Thomas was taking his mini-me to the new Speedy launching track. He was meeting a few friends there. The first friend was Bill. Bill didn't do much racing, but thought he had a good chance of beating Thomas. The second friend was Charlie. Thomas hadn't seen him in a while and was really looking forward to it. When they had all arrived at the track, they got their mini-me's off their cars. The launchers had all been joined together, so their launch handles all operated at the same time. Thomas wanted to practice. then Bill, and then Charlie. They were now all ready for the big race. They all started well, but Charlie just managed to go a little farther than Thomas. Bill was quite a way behind. They could then hear more trains approaching. First, James appeared, towing his mini-me. Then Edward, and then Emily. They unloaded. Thomas cleared the track as James tried getting into the launcher. He was too long with his tender, but didn't really need the tender, so he separated. Edward and Emily did the same, and they got ready to race. Wow, Emily, you beat them both. Well done. Word had spread about how much fun the Speedy launching track was, and a big crowd had gathered to have a race. We listened to your comments from the last Mini-Me racing and have included a few more of your choices. First to go were the superhero cars of Captain America, Spider-Man and Iron Man. They all went off like rockets, all reached the end of the track, but Spider-Man got there first. That was super fast. Now we have Frozen's Queen Elsa, Princess Anna and Olaf all in trucks. And Princess Anna wins and gets her truck to the end of the track. We'll see more characters in trucks later. But now we have Lightning McQueen, Holly Schiffwell and Mater. Holly beats McQueen. She exploded out of the start and McQueen just never caught up. But where's Mater? There he is. Not built for speed, Mater. Now, Danny Dog, Peppa Pig and George. Danny and Peppa look a bit big for their trucks. We have a faller. So while Danny just beats George, Peppa is being helped up by Lightning McQueen, showing his care inside. She's okay, just clearing the track. Now, by popular request, we have Princess Peach, Donkey Kong and Mario himself. We have another faller. Mario just beats Princess Peach, but Donkey Kong has turned over and is being helped upright again by Olaf the Snowman. Not something you see every day. He's okay though, no injuries. Now Donald Duck against Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Mickey Mouse wins, but where's Donald? He's a long way back, and not very happy with his truck. Another superhero race. Spider-Man, Batman and Thor. And Spider-Man wins, with Thor second. Wait a minute, Spider-Man's already raced. That's cheeky. Now our last race. From Monsters University we have Squishy, Sully and Mike. Sully wins the last race. Everybody then gathered together and agreed that Speedy launching racing was really good fun. Do you have a favourite? And who would you like to see racing next time? Let us know in the comments. Henry was on his way to pick up a very important person. He'd avoided the mud that Spencer and Gordon were splashed with and had already picked up the royal coach, which he was now pulling. Things were going well for Henry. James was also out and about on his errands. There was a crossing of tracks in a tunnel up ahead, and James stopped at the signal. Henry was coming from the other direction, and he stopped too. Both signals were showing red for stop. The engines couldn't see each other because of the trees, but the signalman ensured that all ran smoothly. But just then, both signals turned to green. James and Henry started together and crashed into each other on the crossing in the tunnel. Oh dear, how could that have happened? I might have known. Tom Mosk the prank engine. That was your doing, wasn't it? The search and rescue team were informed, and Thomas and Rocky were sent to help. When they arrived, Thomas pulled Rocky into position above the tunnel. Thomas then saw Tom Moss in another tunnel. Realising he'd been seen, he left quickly, heading back to his forest. This time Thomas couldn't give chase. He was coupled to Rocky, and it was more important to sort out the crash. Percy was passing and saw the crash. Thomas called out to him, "Percy, can you take the royal coach from Henry and go and pick up the very important person? I don't think Henry will be ready for a while." Percy backed up to the coach, coupled up, and then left. Rocky started work. James had hit the side of Henry, so he had to pull James out first. Then he moved into position to pull Henry out and put him back on the rails. Luckily, there wasn't much damage. James continued his journey, and Henry started the journey back to the Tidmouth sheds now that Percy was collecting the very important person. Thomas started his return to the search and rescue centre, going past the now empty tunnel.
Thomas was steaming along when he spotted a tunnel. Ooh, I've never noticed this tunnel before. Let's see what's on the other side. Whoa, where am I? This is awesome! Hello, I'm Steve. you are now in my world, the world of Minecraft. Oh no, what's that on the track? Exclaimed Thomas. Don't worry, they are blocks of cobblestone, and I can destroy them with my pickaxe. Hey, what's that over there? Asked Thomas. It looks like a mine. That's because it is a mine. It's where I collect all of these blocks. Awesome! Can I help? Ah, well, it's quite dangerous. It's very dark down there, so monsters can appear. Oh no! Creeper! Watch out! Oh, I see. It can be dangerous, said Thomas. Oh, what's going on over there? Oh, now this is cool, said Steve. I am using TNT to blow up that wall. Watch this. Oh, that's cool, said Thomas. Oh no, there's an Enderman up there. Quickly, get out of here. And don't look into his eyes. And Thomas left the world of Minecraft. Oh, that was so much fun! I am definitely coming back another day. I wonder what I would look like pixelated.
No peeking, said Sir Topham Hatt to Thomas, James and Percy. It was nearly Christmas time, snow was on the ground, and Sir Topham Hatt had built a brand new track for the engines, and he'd turned Thomas into a remote control engine. The engines moved forward a little. Okay, you can remove your blindfolds now, said Sir Topham Hatt. I call this my Mad Dash on Sodor set. They all looked in amazement at a wonderful new multi-level track. Go on then, Thomas, and don't forget, you are a remote control engine now, so you can go backwards as well. Couple yourself up to that red truck. He coupled up and then went to explore the new track. On the way up to the Blue Mountain Quarry, a boulder dropped into his truck, and at the top, his truck tipped the boulder down the chute as he went by. Thomas continued his journey down the spiral, but the boulder rolled down the chute, was processed into a barrel, which rolled to Cranky, who lifted it up and dropped it into Percy's truck. They all joined in. What fun they had! The engines all spent a long time exploring the new Mad Dash on Sodor set before heading home exhausted.
One day, Peppa gathered together a few friends to play a game. McQueen, Pocoyo, Olaf, Mickey, Cookie Monster, Tim, Dora, George and Buzz waited excitedly. "Hello everyone," Peppa said. "Let's play hide and seek." They were thrilled as there were many places for them to hide. "Thomas and I will shut our eyes and count to 10 and you have to hide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here we come!" And off they went. Can you see anyone? "I found you, George." So he returned to the platform. Thomas and Peppa continued their search. "There you are, Cookie Monster." And he returned to the platform. "Mickey, gotcha!" Then they spotted Pocoyo. They almost missed McQueen. Off they went again. They spotted Dora and Tim at the same time. Just Olaf and Buzz left. It wasn't long before they found Olaf. "So Buzz wins," said Peppa. "But where is he? Can you see him?" Everyone helped look for him. Well, almost everyone. They looked everywhere. "Found him," announced the Cookie Monster. "Well done, Buzz. You win," said Peppa. "Here's your prize." Congratulations.
Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt, I need you to go on a special errand to find the lost treasure. Oh, thank you, sir, said Thomas. But what about my branch line? Who's going to do my work? I've got a temporary replacement, said Sir Topham Hatt. Here he comes now. Thomas, meet Ryan, said Sir Topham Hatt. Hello, Ryan, said Thomas. I've got to go on a special errand. Please look after my branch line for me. And with that, Thomas was on his way. Right, Ryan, said Sir Topham Hatt. Why don't you have a steam around the line and get used to the track for a while? OK, said Ryan, and off he went to explore. If you want to know how Thomas got on looking for the treasure, then our next video will show you. This video shows you Ryan, who is featured in the upcoming DVD Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. The box says Ryan takes over for Thomas when Thomas is sent to work on another branch line. He comes with 2 cargo cars and a removable cargo. Sir Topham Hatt had asked Thomas to go on a special errand. He'd arranged for a new engine, Ryan, to take over Thomas's branch line while he was gone. Thomas couldn't wait to get started and left Ryan to get on with it. Thomas was in search of some lost treasure. On the way, he picked up a car in the hope that he'd find some. After a while, he arrived at the shipwreck, where it was thought that the treasure had been hidden. The only way to find it was to go on the wreck itself. Thomas started up the rickety track. When he got to the top, he stopped. "Wow, this is really high up here," he said. He looked down and saw a treasure chest. "That's the treasure. As I go down, I may be able to get it to fall into my car." He launched himself forward. As he went through the shipwreck, the treasure chest did fall into his car. "Wow, that's great! I wonder if there's more treasure, he said, and he went around again. This time he managed to stop at the bottom, and gold coins dropped all over him and filled his car. He then found another car to put a treasure chest on, and then started his return journey. When he got back, Sir Topham Hatt and Ryan were there to meet him. "Well done, Thomas, I knew you could do it." Thanks for watching our story featuring the new Treasure Thomas that's taken from the new DVD Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Thomas is decorated with gold coins and has some removable coins. The two cars both have removable cargo, and the chest opens to show gold coins inside. The really big set is the shipwreck rail set, which sees Thomas turn upside down as he descends, picking up the treasure chest at the bottom. We produced a more detailed video of shipwreck rails a short while back, and a link to this is in this description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and to see more, click on any of these clips. See you soon.